Well, with that, bing bong! We're back after a long hiatus. I'm back after a very long hiatus. I haven't recorded, it's been like 3 weeks since I've done this podcast. Holy moly.
Felt like forever.
Yeah. How you guys doing, though?
I'm
Not
good.
bad. Not
Yeah.
bad.
We're
Not bad.
we're painting my wife's office, so my house is a disaster right now.
Is that why you have the blurry background?
Yeah, it's an absolute mess.
Nice.
I'm sitting in the middle of the room with just paint, tarps, furniture all around me.
Nice. Well,
I hate it.
everybody, welcome to the Cineboys podcast. K-Mango's in the chat, Molly's in the chat. Good to see you guys. Yeah, it's been a bit, but we are the Cineboys podcast. We're part of the Cork Bats podcast network. We're the movie, TV, entertainment, gaming, just random bullshit podcasts of Cork Bats. So we're really glad that you're here to join us. If you don't know what Cork Bats is, be sure to follow them on social media at CorkBats2 on Instagram and at CorkBats on Twitter. You can also just go to CorkBats.com. That's their website. That's where all the good stuff is. We got some blog posts. We got some new movie-related blog posts coming soon that yours truly is working on. Because, hey, you know what? The Oscars are in 2 weeks. I hope you guys are prepared. Tom, I know you've seen every Oscar movie.
Yes.
That's a priority for you. I get that.
Yes. I've seen them all from like 5 years ago.
Let's see.
Nice. Hey, it's
I
still
wonder how
on.
many
It's still an
I-
Oscar
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I did watch Coda last weekend, and I greatly enjoyed it.
It's so good.
Very good.
It's-
It might be my favorite of the Oscar nominated
It might be
movies this
mine
year.
too.
I might watch that tonight.
You know what? Every time I watch a movie about people that are deaf, I get really inspired and want to learn sign language, and I want to
Then why don't you do it?
because I'm a lazy piece of shit.
Mm,
We all
Because it
know
requires
that
doing
tracks.
something.
That
We know
tracks
this.
for sure.
this. We know this.
Okay. Well, hey guys, happy International Fanny Pack Day. Do you guys got a fanny pack?
I wish.
Wish you would have told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have come strapped up.
Yeah, well, I don't have one, but I've gotten to the age where, I go out and I'm like, it really is a very practical thing to have.
You know what? I think Kenny's bachelor party, everyone needs a fanny pack.
Yeah. I love
You
it.
could talk to the bachelor party director on that one.
A bad
Hey,
boy
Marie,
fanny
not
pack.
Jay, in the chat. Hey, Marie, good to see you. But yeah, it's International Fanny Pack Day. So if you're going out and about today, I would highly recommend wearing a fanny pack to celebrate. Just some usual housekeeping items. If you're watching us live on Twitch, like Molly, the Movie Boy, Devin Heath, K Mingo, Mary, not Jay. Thank you so much. Please consider following. I'm pretty sure everybody in our chat right now is following. Hey, Goth Grandpa's in there too. And he says, I got an Amazon
Congrats,
gift card at
Goth
work
Grandpa.
yesterday, so in a way, the Cineboys are my bosses. That is true. Again, thanks so much if you are following. If you're just lurking, maybe consider giving us a follow. It's absolutely free. Goes a long way for us. Costs you absolutely nothing. And you might win some prizes like Goth Grandpa did. And we're giving away some prizes later this month. More details on that. If you're watching us live on the Cork Bats YouTube page, thank you so much. Please consider, subscribing to the Cork Bats YouTube page. Also goes a long way for us being part of Cork Bats. So we highly recommend doing that as well. And if you are unable to watch us live, that's okay. We're actually a podcast. That's how we started, and that's how we'll end. You can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get podcasts. This episode should be live a little bit later today. Again, cost you absolutely nothing. Maybe consider rate, reviewing, subscribing. I don't think we've gotten any reviews lately, and we love reviews, even bad ones. We'll read them on the air.
I'd love a bad review.
Yeah, maybe I should double check that.
Just
This is why we need Mob here.
incinerate us.
If you have anything mean to say about me personally, I'll read it on the next
Live
podcast.
on air.
Yeah, roasts are
and I'll
welcome.
respond to it. Yeah, kind of like a celebrities reading mean tweets thing.
Yeah.
If you give us mean reviews, we'll read them and respond to them live.
Definitely.
Hey, Jason.
Oh, man.
This is Poon Tappa.
Well, hey, something new we've been emphasizing for 2022, our follow goals. I got some bad news, guys. We did not hit all 3 of our follow goals for
Oh
February.
no.
So we're not
Oh,
doing
no.
Cineboys the musical. At least not right now. So yeah, we unfortunately hit our Twitter goal, we hit our Instagram goal, which is awesome. We did not hit our Twitch goal. We're off by 3. And that's kind of our fault. We probably should have streamed a couple more times. We probably would hit that pretty easily. But we didn't hit it. So no Cineboys the musical this month. That's okay though. We're gonna put it on the docket. Maybe we'll do it in May. So we got some new
Biggest
follow-goals.
tragedy is you'll have to wait. I won't leak the Mob and Kevin music videos. So you guys will have to wait.
That's fair.
I just recently found the one we did of Bad Blood, and let me tell you guys, it's demented.
There is a
Absolutely
a clip of that.
crazy weird.
A clip of that posted in the Discord if you want to go check it out, and also join our Discord.
Mob. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have given it to Mob. What a dirt bag.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Absolute
have done that.
dirt bag.
Shouldn't have done that.
I know the clip I sent him to. Shit.
Well, hey, since we did hit our Twitter and Instagram goals, we are going to be giving away another gift card. Or, you know what? We might give away some merch. Megan Carpenter in the chat. Good to see you. I think we're going to have merch by the time the Oscar stream is up. So, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow. So, put that on your calendar. We're doing an Oscar stream. But we might give away either a gift card or some merch. And we're going to give away one gift card or one merch item this time. But if you follow us on Twitter and Instagram, you're actually entered to win twice. So one lucky Twitter or Instagram follower is going to win something come Sunday.
That's what we
March
call
27th.
an incentive
Yes.
in the insider business.
Yes, so that is for sure happening. We are doing that giveaway because we did hit those goals. So tune in March 27th at 7 p.m. Central Time. I think that's when the Oscars start. We'll probably start a little bit earlier, but we're doing an Oscars live stream. I haven't told you guys, but we're doing that, okay?
I just assumed.
assumed.
Our third
Okay,
annual?
okay,
Second
good.
annual?
It is technically our second annual because we did our first one last year.
I always like when people say first annual.
Yeah.
Not a,
The
not a
first
thing.
annual.
But I think
Yeah.
we did that last time. I think we called it our first annual.
Uh,
Is this really only the second time we've done this?
Yeah. We've done a lot of live streams
Well, we
for
did-
events, but it's technically our
We
second
did Golden
one.
Globes, maybe,
we didn't
or-
stream like the very first year we ever did the show. We did not like live stream the Oscars, but we did like live tweet or something.
And I think I'm getting
Right.
confused too because we used to watch the Oscars at Kenny's.
Yeah,
a
that
lot.
was like when we all lived in the same.
That was
Tradish.
Kenny's shtick. Yeah.
My mom's in the YouTube chat. Hello, boys. Tried to get on Twitch and was unsuccessful. The story continues. Mom is unable to get into Twitch.
I like that she's holding down the YouTube
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
I hope she, stay there, Kathy.
And then we got Polar Knights in the chat. Good to
Ooh,
see
I
you.
like that name.
Sweet Jesus.
It's a great
It's the
name.
perfect evolution of beard growth, she says. Or he says. Or they say. But it's kind of true.
yes.
We got Kev with the mustache, then me with my beard, and then Tom with just the
Tom's looking
lush
luscious,
epic.
yeah.
It's
Berlin.
kind of like, I think it might be the camera angle too. It's getting more under his chin, so it looks a little thicker.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good reason to watch us on YouTube and Twitch. Don't just listen to us on the podcast.
Yeah.
That way you can see Tom's beard.
Well, Polar Knights, hello, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us. And then let's see, Mom, people say they miss you, and then people are asking where's Mob. Well, that's a good question. Mob is not here. I believe he is currently house hunting.
Like an idiot.
Yeah.
He is making
That
a
sounds-
big move this summer, so he's looking for a house.
Good luck in all those bidding wars.
Yeah.
Not much I'd rather do less than house hunt in a popular city right now.
Yeah. Polar Knight says, I love the mustache. I am getting an urge to play Mario Kart. Well, you're in the right place. We love
Yeah, I played
mustaches.
some last night.
We love Mario Kart. You found the right group of people. Mob is not here with us today, but he will, I assume, be back next week. Finally, let's get to our new goals. So we've set some new follow goals, and this is going to be for March and April. Since we're getting a late start on March, we're going to call them our Marpril follow goals. So here's what we got. We want to hit 150 Twitter followers. We want to hit 190 Instagram followers, and we want to get to 60 Twitch followers. So we have till the end of April to hit those goals. We're not that far off from each of these. I think we have 47 Twitch followers, something like 167 Instagram followers, 116 Twitter followers. So spread the word, share our shit, get it out there, and then we might have some more.
Smear it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Last month we did it to where if we hit one goal, we'd give away a prize. We're still doing that. But this time we want to hit all three. We're desperate to hit all three. So, if we hit all three, Cineboys and Musicals coming in May, and we'll probably give away a gift card as well. But this time we have to hit all three. So we need your help. Share our stuff. And that's how you can help. All right. Do you guys have any questions about the Marple follow goals?
I do not.
Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
Are the Oscars later this year than normal?
Yeah,
I feel a little later.
They were in April last year, so they
Well,
technically
okay.
earlier.
Last
yes.
year, notwithstanding.
Typically,
I think
it's-
typically it's like February or March.
Yeah.
right. So typically the Oscars are in late February, early
Usually
March.
it's like true false week.
Yeah.
We had this whole like pandemic thing, and I think that threw
Oh.
dates
What?
off for everything.
No.
So I think
Oh.
that's part of it.
Oh.
Man. Megan says, I don't think I follow on Twitter and Instagram yet. BRB. Well,
Megan, get it done. Also, Goth Grandpa, I'd love to go ghost hunting with you.
oh, that would be an awesome.
Sounds like
I
a
don't really know
rad
what
time.
that means, but let's do it.
I want to see a stream where you and Goth Grandpa get all the gear and equipment and go to like an old, like abandoned hospital
Mm-hmm.
and do that.
Spooky.
Yeah.
K Mingo says yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of the pandemic, which is
Wow.
crazy.
That's
What?
nuts.
We basically broke the news here live on the podcast.
Yeah. It's literally the shortest and longest like 2 years ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, because
wild.
it feels like it was like yesterday.
Yeah.
And yet many, many moons ago.
LaCroix boy in the chat asking what's for lunch. I'll tell you what. Coffee. This stream brought to you by coffee.
LaCroix Boy
It's hard
is
to
a
say.
great username.
It's hard to
Hard to
say,
say.
isn't it?
Bois.
LaCroix Bois. Ooh, yeah. LaCroix Bois.
Oh, man. Well, like I said, I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Cineboys podcast. I am joined not by Mob this week, so we can't say anybody from the East Coast is with us unless you're in the chat from the East Coast. Good to see you.
Unfortunately, Mob's not long for the East Coast.
No, he's coming back to the Midwest, or the Central Coast, as we like to call it.
Central Coast.
Yeah, he'll be back to Central Time Zone with us, where he belongs. But I am joined in his blurry home office by our good friend Kevin Keith. Kevin, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking, Kenny.
Good. Well, let me ask you this. What are you big on?
Well, shoot. I'm a little unprepared. I didn't know you were going to ask that. This week, I am big on the score in The Batman.
Oh, it's
And
so
I know we
good.
tweeted it out. And you can say whatever you like about the movie. I personally thought it was very good. What was that?
I said so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good. I enjoyed the heck out of myself, but the score was immaculate.
Oh, it's perfect.
By far, to me, it's the definitive score of the Batman series.
Mm-hmm.
The Christopher Nolan series was good and dramatic, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking.
It was a lot of whomps.
Yeah, a very Inception-y type score. This kind of caught me off guard at first. I was like, what is this? And then the deeper you get into the movie, it was so good. I was just listening to it this week on Spotify. It was awesome.
It's so good.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but I did listen to the soundtrack last week while I
Tom.
was studying, and I agree, it's fantastic. And I think it felt like it was a combination of like some of the old school Batman, like Michael Keaton, with a combination of like the Nolan soundtrack. If you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
It
know
just felt like
exactly.
it was
I get
a
it.
nice
it.
medium of those two.
Yeah,
It just had that nice comic book element with like the nice dramatic element to it.
for
I
sure.
also have a bit of a hot take on the Riddler. And this
Okay.
isn't a spoiler.
No,
No spoilers,
no
obviously.
spoilies.
But I think this is the scariest. It's probably not a hot take, but I think he's the scariest villain Batman has ever seen.
I
And,
agree. And the reason
Like the
why-
most real
Yeah.
and terrifying.
Yeah,
So real because it could happen.
yeah. That's what I think it makes it so scary is like, yeah, I feel like this is a real person somewhere. And that's
They probably
upsetting.
based it off someone's real life experience, which is I don't want to think about too much.
Yeah.
But I was legitimately like, oh,
Yeah. It's a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it yet, highly recommend
I'll probably
it.
go see it again.
I'm seeing
So
it
if you
again
go see
tomorrow.
it, Tom, tell me. I might go see it again with you.
All right.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
next
had I absolutely loved it. Had a not so great experience at the theater last week seeing it because
Oh, do tell.
we had a group of younger, I don't know how old they were, younger than me because
Ugh.
I'm fucking old. But next
They
to
should
me,
not be allowed.
they were talking and laughing and snickering the whole time. And I actually
Aw.
I actually had to
Laughing?
ask
What
them.
could you be laughing about?
I don't know. That's what was really frustrating.
It was very
It's
unfunny.
like, this is not a funny movie, but I think they were like, we're too cool for this movie, so we're gonna make fun of it, and it was driving me up a goddamn.
I think we can
wall.
all agree teenagers suck.
Yeah.
And
I was
then-
never. None of
and then
us
do
were
they
ever
turn to you and
teenagers.
say, "Shut up, old man"?
Speaking of young kids in theaters, I went to see Jackass about 3 weeks ago, and I didn't bring this up. There were so many young kids with their parents in the theaters, and this Jackass movie was the most amount of male nudity I've ever seen in a movie. And I can't believe there was probably a kid behind us. She was probably like 9. I was like, what are these?
Yeah,
parents?
no, not ideal. Don't bring a 9-year-old to that movie.
I mean, I remember when the show first came out and was getting popular. Like, we weren't too much older than that, and like I had a lot of friends. that
No,
were
but this was
watching it.
way cruder than those original.
That's true.
Like
Fair.
the amount of ball sack in this movie is off the charts. That's putting it kindly.
Yeah.
It's funny that it's like critically acclaimed too.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious.
It's-
I loved every minute.
it's
But
great.
the opening scene is just so much penis.
Yeah, a lot of penis. Just real quick, Polar Knights, thank you for the follow. Didn't get the alert on that one, or at least I missed it. Sorry about that, but thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And then, so my experience is that we had these kids snickering and talking during the whole movie. I actually had to turn over to them and ask them to be quiet, which I've never done before. And I felt so old.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Man.
guys, you need to keep it down. And it was very like, just like father figure-y, like
And
Yeah.
did they?
knife finger point. Guys, you got to keep it down.
Yeah,
Did
did they
they?
listen?
Yep, they shut up.
Oh,
nice.
right.
Yeah.
So they
I
were
asserted my
respectful. So
authority.
they weren't the worst. So like they were just having fun.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh, we're
Yeah,
actually
they were like,
affecting those
we're
around us.
sorry.
Let's be quiet."
So they, in their defense,
Okay,
I
respect.
guess
Respect.
they shut up after I asked them to do that. But it was still just like, why are you guys here? Like, if you're obviously here to make fun of it, like I'm sitting there, like it was during a scene where I was like, this might be, if not the best, it's easily number 2 Batman movie, and
I think it's
I was
mine.
so into it.
I think it's my number 3.
Okay.
I think I would go Dark Knight. Shocker, hot take.
Yeah.
I loved Batman Begins.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's a great
And
one.
then I you know what? I haven't watched it in a long time, so maybe if I watch it again now, it would be a little lower, but there's some nostalgia there for me.
Yeah.
You know what, LaCroix Broy? I keep saying that.
It's so
I'm just going to call
hard.
you LaCroix
LaCroix
Broy.
Broy?
It's way easier.
What's up, bro?
I saw Uncharted last weekend, and I enjoyed it.
I've
If you didn't play the video
seeing-
games,
yeah.
you probably are going to think it's not good at all. But if you played the games, it's a rockin' good time.
Well, there you go. Well, cool. Well, Kevin, we thank you so much for your big ons. Let's move on. Tom, how are you?
I'm great.
What are you big on, my man?
I'm gonna keep it going with the score theme, and I got back into the Interstellar soundtrack this past week. Oh my goodness, boys, great movie, almost a better soundtrack. It just does such a great job of like creating this ambient environment that just completely immerses you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just got all this emotion too, and it's just
That's a top 5
So good.
soundtrack for me.
A hot take. It's a top 1 soundtrack.
Okay, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be too controversial.
No,
I'm glad you
that's-
think that.
I don't think it is. I don't think any other movie soundtrack I've ever listened to holds a finger to the Interstellar soundtrack.
Okay,
And there's some.
I agree.
I would put like Interstellar, probably number 1. I Lord of the Rings for me is up there. I
Very
would
good.
maybe put that in my top 3.
I don't think there's another soundtrack or score that does more for the movie that it's like it supports the movie so well. Like
Yeah.
the movie is very good. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot, but without that music,
mhm.
I don't think it's I don't think I enjoy it half as much.
Yeah.
And I can't say that about Lord of the Rings, can't say that about Star Wars, can't say that about
Right.
And like
whatever.
even just listening to the soundtrack while like I'm doing homework or something, it's like I don't need the movie to still feel all these different emotions. Like I was just kind of sitting here like working away, and then like certain songs or pieces of
So good.
songs would like strike a chord with me. It's just like, oh whoa.
the
It
one
still-
is it
it still
Corn Maze?
slaps.
That's my favorite one.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like number 2 on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's great.
The Interstellar is one of those movies I could watch Anytime. If it's
Anytime.
on TV, I'm guaranteed to watch it at some point. If someone says Interstellar, I'd be like, yeah.
It
Let's
might
go.
I think it's my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. Better than the
Ooh.
Batman's, in my opinion.
I haven't
Which
seen
is
it
not
so
a not a
long.
popular take.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
I just recently watched a little hour and a half, I guess, behind the scenes documentary about the Dark Knight trilogy
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, and it kind of made me want to watch them all over again.
Yeah, they're good.
I did
But-
that last summer. Perfect.
Yeah. Molly says
All ceramics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Whoa.
say recently watched Interstellar for the first time, was blown away. It's fantastic. I'm still trying to get Catherine to watch it with me. So
Ah.
she hasn't seen it yet. So.
And
Oh,
you,
My,
what?
birthday,
also-
my birthday's coming up. I might play that card.
Some would say that you need to watch Interstellar with your partner before you get married, just to make sure.
That's well.
You know,
Yeah, I got some time then.
seems extreme, but
Were you gonna say anything else there?
I have one more
Yeah.
big on.
Yeah.
And this is strictly a local Columbia thing, so our listeners are not going to care.
Columbia,
But
South
I'm ready.
Carolina.
I'm ready to react.
we are getting a new Broadway brewery location here in town, and I am stoked. Our
I'm
buddy Sean
so excited.
is putting it all together, and it's just gonna be like a tasting room and a tap room, and like you can bring food in. It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Sean was interviewed by the Missourian, I believe,
All
Mhm.
right.
and there was a quote in there. It's like, "Yeah, we just want this to be a chill place. You can bring in a slice of pizza tree if you want to. Hopefully,
don't
you
care.
know, that's cool with us as long as you get a beer. You can do whatever." And thank you, Sean,
Yeah. Well, that's
the
awesome.
hero we needed. Didn't deserve.
Yeah,
but we
guys,
needed.
go check out the new Broadway brewery location. I don't.
Yeah.
I live in
For
Texas,
all our-
so
All our
I
listeners
am
in
my
Columbia.
Sean
it's really
is,
just applicable to Kevin and I.
Sean's the best. I will say that, and then also I'll say this is this stream brought to you by Broadway Brewery and Sean.
Why not? What are they gonna do about it?
I think
The
that's
free
fair.
ads for Broadway.
Yeah, free ads for Broadway. If you're ever in Central
free
Missouri,
advertisements.
check out Broadway.
You're in
Brewery.
mid-Mo.
Come on down.
Yeah.
If you're in mid-Mo anytime, give Tom a call. He'd
Yeah,
love to meet
yeah.
you.
We'll put his number
Not
in the
really,
chat.
but
we'll
we'll think about it.
And give him a call. Well, thank you, Tom. Really appreciate it. Well, I guess that's it with the big ones. Like
Yeah.
nothing
Well,
else to say,
before we
right?
go too much further, I got a question for Kenny, if
Okay.
that's okay, with the chat.
Sure. What's up?
Chat, what do we think? Okay, yes, they say yes.
They say
Ken,
yes.
what are you big on?
Big on a couple things. Also, the first one, I don't know if you guys have noticed, we've had some streams where I've talked about a certain chair I've been sitting in and how much I hated sitting in it. But check this out.
That's the biggest rivalry going right now. Ken
Kenny in his
versus
chair.
the chair.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh,
thing.
did you WD-40 that?
No, this is my. I've had this chair for a while. I just brought it in from the office last week. I finally got the go ahead, and it is so much better.
The
That
I
was
feel
a
so
nice
comfortable
chair.
right now.
You put in the transfer paperwork
Yeah.
and it's been approved.
Yeah, so we're in. We're back. So the chair, I'm excited about that. Other thing I'm big on. A lot of people are big on this. Elden Ring. I bought it. I've been playing.
Of course
it.
you did.
It is painfully difficult. I haven't even made it past the first boss yet. That being said, it is like maybe it's up there for like one of my favorite games.
Chairgate.
It is.
I've heard that you don't actually have to fight the bosses if you don't
You
want
really
to.
don't. So that's the thing is like I said, I have not beaten the first boss yet. I've tried many times, and I'm gonna get there, and it's going to be a hell of an accomplishment when it's done. But the first story boss is what I should say. But yeah, you
I
really
was
don't. You can go
on
do
the-
all kinds of other stuff.
Before it dropped, I was on the fence about buying it. I was like, this would be fun. I've never played a Souls game,
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah, blah. And then it's amazing how much I know about the game just being on the internet.
Yeah.
And I guess I follow a lot of people that play it.
Mm-hmm.
And I read one review of it, and it's like painstakingly difficult. Will make you want to, like, and everyone gives it 10 out of 10, but
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be challenged. when
It
I
is
play
it is so challenging. And like there have
Yeah.
been moments where I have literally like wanted to throw my controller across the room because I'm so frustrated. But
Been there.
when I get to that point, it's like, all right, I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna go do something else in the game, and you can play it for hours. It's beautiful. Also, just one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. So it is really really difficult though, and yeah, I'm probably gonna play it a little bit later today. Yeah, and you
You
can't.
could definitely stream that next week.
Well, I can't because I have it on Xbox, but maybe I can get a card or whatever.
No, don't do that.
You know, if the people want it, like,
Well, that's true.
if the people want it, the people want it.
Mango's here to have fun, so
And Maul says she's enjoyed watching people play Elden Ring, but could never play it. That is fair. It is.
That's how I am.
It's tough.
I really love the kind of niche category of internet video where it's someone coming up to a boss and like, oh yeah, here we go, and then they die within literally
Instantly.
2 seconds. Within a
Instantly.
second, dead.
Yeah.
I love it.
I read the first boss in the game, it's like you want to have like a recommended level of 25. And I'm at like level 36 now. I still haven't beaten him. It's hard.
That's
It's
demoralizing.
Interesting.
fucking difficult, man. But yeah, that's what I'm big on. So check out Elden Ring. Maybe I'll stream it if I can technically figure that out, but it'd be kind of a hassle right now. But anyways, guys, enough of that. Let's talk about some big headlines. What do you say? We haven't had a
do it.
podcast in 2 weeks, so there's some good stuff to talk
Got
about.
some juicy things to juice.
Yeah. Well, let's start with this. Check this out. I got a new little setup for us here. You guys are gonna be really
Ooh.
impressed, although you can't see it.
I can see it on about a 4-second delay on the Twitch stream.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We got our Obi-Wan trailer.
Mm-hmm.
My hopes are already too high. I'll say that.
It looks so good though.
It looks fantastic.
I think you and McGregor playing Obi-Wan's like my favorite part of the Star Wars universe anyway. And so this has the biggest potential to like be so heartbreaking if they mess it up. I'm not sure they will because I've really enjoyed what they've done lately.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's bad, it will be devastating to me.
Yeah. It's
Not sure how it could be bad.
The track record with these Star Wars TV shows has been really good so far. So that gives me hope. I really don't have any reason to think it's going to be bad. Worst case scenario, I think it comes out as mediocre. Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it looks fantastic.
It really does.
Yeah. So check that out. That's coming in May. Not that far. It's going to be here before you know it.
Goodness.
I would say too far away. Honestly,
Yeah. Well, here's
but
the thing. It's already almost the end of March. It's not, but like we're halfway through March. And
What?
at the end of March, we're a fourth of the way through the year. So
honestly, if
2022.
you had told me it's like March 28th today, I'd be like, oh yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Sure.
that makes sense. So yeah, check that out. Coming to Disney Plus, soon in May.
Be soon.
And then also the other big announcement we got this week is we got some Dune 2 casting news. Is what we got.
Ooh, baby, I'm excited.
So recently announced that apparently Florence Pugh and Austin Butler have signed on for Dune 2. In roles
like them both.
where if you've read Dune like me, because I'm a reader, you know that she's probably going to be playing Princess Irulan and he's going to be playing Feyd-Rautha. Now, this isn't confirmed, but it is. They are apparently in
what's gonna happen.
final discussions to join the cast of Dune 2.
Give me all the Florence Pugh stock.
Yeah, it's solid casting choice. Although, here's the thing. Austin Butler, don't really know who this guy is.
I don't either.
He's in the new Elvis movie where he plays Elvis, but I've never heard of him before.
He was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
He was one of the
What? Be like a ranch hand?
Manson family members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Was he the one that got the crap beat out of him?
No, he was
Darn. It's the only
Tex
one I
Tex
remember.
Watson,
Oh, okay.
who Brad Pitt destroys at the end.
Also great. Also
okay. I didn't know that. That makes sense.
That was awesome.
He looks very different in this Elvis movie than he does in
Yeah.
that movie. So that's
Yeah.
probably why I don't remember him.
I think the Elvis movie is going to
Oh,
be
he was
so
also.
bad.
Did you guys ever watch the show Bloodline on Netflix?
I did.
I watched this first season. Yeah.
I think he plays both the younger version of what's the Australian actor's name?
that guy. Yes.
Yeah. I know his name.
Ben
He is-
something.
Ben
He
Mendelsohn.
is
He played. I think he
Yeah.
plays the younger version of him as well as his son later in the series.
the more you know.
The more
Yeah.
you know. Well, cool. Check. So yeah, I mean, just keep your ear to the ground in regards to some Dune 2 casting news. I'm sure we'll get some confirmation soon. But yeah, that is what is going on there. So that's exciting. And then other sequel casting news. Well, first of all, it's big news that this movie's getting a sequel because who would have thunk? I Am Legend officially getting a sequel.
Yeah.
Hey.
To me, this just screams like Will Smith used to be on top of the world. He hasn't made anything good in forever,
Yeah.
and he's trying to get some of that.
I mean,
I feel like
he
he's
is.
trying to make a slow comeback.
Well, I mean, like he's like nominated for an Oscar and like the front runner right now. So
Yeah,
I
feel like
think
I
he's
feel like
not
this
gonna-
could be the
I
start
think
of like his.
here's my hot take: the movie wasn't that good though.
it was fine.
Will Smith was
He was
awesome, but I
fantastic.
I
Yeah.
didn't think anything special about the movie.
Well, K Mingo says, "Whoa, weird. I don't know how I feel about that." Well, what if I told you that Michael B. Jordan's also going to be in the movie?
Deal. I'll do it.
I will say, I thought the first one was great. It just seemed like it was pretty well finalized. Like that story seemed like it was done.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see
Yeah.
how they're gonna do this.
Well,
Because spoiler alert, didn't he die?
No.
nope.
All right.
That would be the dog.
The dog died.
I thought we see him like lock himself in the basement or something.
That's the thing. It was open ended.
It was open ended.
And when
All right.
money's involved, Tom, anyone can get out of anything.
I think the new rule for Hollywood is if you don't
Yeah.
if you don't see them die, they're not dead.
You just assume they
All right,
live.
I guess so.
yeah.
You just assume they live.
Yeah, so I Am Legend 2 coming soon. Be on the lookout for that. Hey, I just want to point out real quick. So we've got our Twitch feed going up and we got our YouTube feed. Everybody's pretty active in the Twitch feed. I got my mom in the YouTube feed with a lot of bots. A lot of bots chatting us up.
Uh-oh.
We got
Heck yeah.
Tamisha Danila
We made
saying,
it.
Yeah, we got Tamisha Danila saying vor.red. Let's see who else we got in there. We got Banny Malakab
Yes.
saying vur.fyi. And then we got Blackburn Cantu saying vom.red. So, bots, welcome. We appreciate you being there. Hopefully, you'll drive up some viewership for the Cork Bats YouTube
You know what?
page.
I'm all for bots. Give us all the fake followers.
Yes, please. Please do.
Unless they're Russian assets.
Kate Mingo says, I Am Legend does not pass doesthedogdie.com. Is that a real website?
I'm sure it is, and they basically tell you if the dog
Does
dies
the
in the
dog-
movie, yes or no.
This is actually very helpful for me. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. This is what we need to look at.
Oh, Goth Grandpa's got an interesting. I never know what to believe with Goth Grandpa,
All
so
right.
I'm a little.
All right, so this is doesthedogdie.com. Crowdsourced emotional spoilers for movies, TV, books, and more. So essentially, you add a movie, request a new category. Okay, this is interesting. You put in the information, and you're like, "Hey, does the dog die in this movie?" And it
Put
gives
in
you an
Marley and Me.
answer. Marley
I've always wondered if the dog died in Marley
and
and Me.
me. Here you go. Movie 2008. Does the dog die? There you go.
Just kidding.
Yes.
I know the
Does
dog
the cat
died.
die? No. Are animals abused? No. Are there bugs? No. This is interesting.
Huh? Are there bugs?
Yeah, like are there bugs in the movie?
Huh?
So this is actually going to be very, very helpful for because this honestly has been a conversation with my fiance about movies with dogs in them. Like we want to know ahead of time, does the dog die?
If we are going to be devastated emotionally.
Yeah, that is good to know. Well,
You know what? I like that because I'd rather not watch a dog die.
Yeah, me
Humans
neither.
fine, whatever.
Hey!
It's weird. I get a bit more choked up when it's a dog over like a.
Yeah, like John
Person.
Wick, devastating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
His
hey,
wife was sad, but the puppy, devastating.
Yeah. Hey, just wanted to give a little shout out to Jones Io. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Jonesy
Io.
Joe, probably.
Jonesy Joe. That makes so much more sense. Says hello in the chat and just gave us a follow. So we really appreciate that, Jonesy Joe. Thank you so much for joining us. You are welcome here. And you can follow us Twitter and Instagram and join the Discord.
Oh, it's Kathy.
Jonesy Joe. It's
That
Kathy.
can't be- Is that real?
That's my mom.
Is she playing us right now?
I think
Jonesy Joe.
it makes sense that is what she goes by. Kathy
call
is
her-
in the chat. Hello,
you
Kathy.
call her Jonesy?
Scourge is in the chat too. Hey, Scourge.
Oh,
Good to see
Scourge,
you.
what up?
Oh man. So check out Does the Dog Die? That's a cool new thing that we know of now. And then yeah, I guess really the last bit of news.
Goth Grandpa says there's an alternate ending on YouTube where he basically gets away. I Am Legend.
Right. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
I didn't care enough to watch that apparently.
And then really the last bit of headline news. Warner Brothers shaking things up like Warner Brothers does, and delaying and moving up movies. So there's been a big shakeup with all the DC movies. Flash has been pushed back to 2023, which is a bummer because I think that's the only DC
That's the
movie
only
I
one that
actually
I
want to
care
see.
about. Yeah.
Why was it delayed?
I think I'm not 100%
Why is anything
sure,
delayed anymore?
But also
At this point,
they
yeah,
moved up.
like-
They moved up the new Shazam movie.
Ugh,
That's decent news. Shazam was
Was it?
It wasn't bad.
Hmm.
Pretty good.
I will say the Rotten Tomato score was way out of I think it was scoring the 90s when I went to see it, and I was a little disappointed. It was, I think it was mostly because it was like the first witty, fun DC movie we'd had, and people were really pumped about it.
Sure.
But it wasn't a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever.
You know what DC stands for? Don't care. And
That's a
I don't
classic
care
joke.
about Shazam.
Way to roast them, Tom. They're also delaying non-DC movies, including Wonka and The Meg 2, which I saw The Meg. Don't know why it warrants a sequel, but okay. All right.
Wonka, I will be curious about.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
We got little Timmy Chalamet, Mother May I, in the lead
My
role.
dad how do you guys think my dad pronounces Timothy Chalamet's name?
It's got to be something Calumet or something like that.
Emma Ding Dong.
He mixes up the L and the M, so it's Timothy Chalamet.
Shamallet.
Like Hamlet, but
Shamalong.
Chalamet.
Shamalet. Timothy Chalamet.
M. Night Schulman.
Yeah.
Oh, man. M. Night Shyamalan?
Dad, if you're listening, your key phrase is popcorn.
You know he doesn't listen. He just
I know,
likes to
that's what's
follow
so
us on
good.
the... That's what
Just
makes
loves
it
to
great.
Tag us on
He's a big
Instagram
fan,
and
but he
stuff.
also is like, I just don't have time for it.
He's maybe our biggest fan that doesn't know anything about us. And I love that about him.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the headlines. Kind of a slower few weeks. But, yeah, we're happy to be back, though. And when we say we're back, I'm also hoping that maybe we got some trivia today.
I was not inspired this week.
Not
This was
inspired.
an
Okay.
uninspiring week.
Not inspired, he says. Okay, fair
I've
enough.
just been super busy, unfortunately.
Oh, that's
But
okay.
I got some Annies for us.
Okay.
Happy 5-year anniversary to Kong Skull Island.
Not a bad movie.
Not as bad as I thought it would be when I saw the preview.
Not a bad movie. Enjoyed it.
John C. Reilly, very good.
Always. Happy 10-year anniversary to John Carter.
Oh, Piss
that
To be
Hospital.
honest, I
Was
would
bad.
have
Shout
said
out.
it was older than 10 years.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Piss
Only
Hospital
10
the other
years.
night played that movie. I hopped in and watched for a little bit. That was a good time.
Who did that?
Interesting.
Piss Hospital. You can follow them on Twitch. They just play movies from time to time and people hang out in the chat and watch.
That's kind of fun.
Follow them. Piss Hospital on Twitch. Maybe the best name for a Twitch stream ever. Piss Hospital.
Happy 25-year anniversary to The Devil's Own with Harrison Ford and Brad Pitt.
I
Oh.
can't even picture them. The
I can't.
Devil's
I,
Own.
I don't think it was a big movie. I saw it
Two
like
big names, though.
I saw it about 10 or so years ago. It was fine. I was a little underwhelmed.
I'm looking at the movie post right now, and I have no recollection of it.
I
It's
thought
on
it was going to be
Hulu
better than it was.
if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
So.
Or you can, yeah.
Boy,
Well,
Brad Pitt looks young.
I don't truly remember this movie, but
Yeah,
I mean,
It's
if
got a
I don't
very-
think,
two
I
of the
don't think
most
it was big.
beautiful men who ever were in
It's got a
Hollywood.
very face-off looking movie poster.
Mhm.
Okay,
Half Harrison, half Brad Pitt.
fair enough.
You switched the samples.
Well, hey, Tom, thank you so much for your movie anniversaries. Your wisdom always dazzles us, I must say.
It does.
Well, hey, guys, that's bringing us to the end of our journey today. Kind of a shorter stream. That's all right. Shorter podcast.
I feel like we packed a punch today, though.
Yeah, we really did. We came back
Kept it
hot
going.
after a few weeks
Feels
off.
good to run hot and clean and organized.
I'll say this, yeah. Whenever I come in, like I take a week off from doing the podcast or anything related to Cineboys or Cork Bats, by the time I get back into it, I'm so ready to go. And I'm just, phew, let's party. So, everybody who joined us today, we had a bumping chat today. Molly, Meg Carpenter, Skirch, Jonesy Joe, K Mango. Who else was in there? Goth Grandpa was in there. Damn, dude.
We had a popping chat
What a
today.
party. To all of our bots on YouTube, again, thank you so much. Kamingo, thank you for doesthedogdie.com. That will be, or no, who said that? Yeah, no, Kamingo presented us with that. Thank you so much. That's going to make my life a lot easier. To our new followers, Polar Knights, Jonesy Joe. That's my mom. Thanks so much. We really appreciate you guys. Hey, be sure to follow us on Twitch. Follow Cork Bats on YouTube. Also follow us on the socials. So it's the Cineboys, at the Cineboys, Twitter and Instagram. So there you go. Help us hit our goals. Let me post those real quick just before we go. So these are our goals for Marpril. We want to hit these by the end of April. So we want to get it by April 30th, or if you're counting Marpril, it would actually be Marpril 61st. Or, yeah, Marpril 61st. We want to have 150 Twitter followers, 190 Instagram followers, 60 Twitch followers. Gals in the chat. OMG, Kenny's mom has a Twitch. Yay, that is true.
Yeah, did you?
Gal, good to see you. Thanks for hopping in. And then, yeah, so follow us on all the socials. Help us hit those goals, and you will get Cineboys the musical, all right? We didn't get it this time. That doesn't mean we're not going to get it, all right? We're going to get there. Thanks so much, everybody. Also, the audio of the podcast will be up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, hopefully a little bit later today, so be on the lookout for that if you want to give it a listen. Write a review, rate, subscribe, tell all your friends about us. It really helps, really, grow the channel, and gets us in the direction we want to go to do big things. Megan Carpenter says, LOL, love Marpril. Well, it's a thing. Marpril's a thing.
It is now.
The last 2 weeks in March and all of April is Marpril. So happy Marpril 1st, everybody. Guys, you got anything else you want to say? Anything you want to plug?
Sure don't.
Okay. Well, guys, appreciate you being here. Chat, appreciate you being here. We'll see you all guaranteed next Saturday, if not sooner. So, bye, everyone.
Bye. Do 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 do. Do.
Bow, 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 bow.